I checked out episodes 1 and 2 of Wandavision. Let me tell you what I thought. Yo, have you realized how long it's been since we've gotten any MCU content? I could tell you that we didn't get any MCU content in 2020, and that is the first time in 10 years that that's happened. Oh, how much I've missed Marvel content. Life just hasn't been the same. So I was super excited to check out WandaVision. I've had my eye on this particular series for a while. Ever since Kevin Feige, came out and released the slate of Disney Plus shows that they were going to be doing, WandaVision really stood out to me because I love mutants. I love the X-Men, and the fact that the X-Men are going to now be in the MCU. And yes, Wanda Maximoff is a mutant. They didn't call her a mutant because of the weird licensing issues with the battle between Disney and Fox. But now that Disney owns the Fox catalog, meaning they own the mutants, maybe we will get the real Scarlet Witch. So I've been really excited about this series. I also love the character Vision. Those two characters really stood out in all of the MCU movies for me. I really rocked with them. I like their relationship. I loved them in the comic books, and I'm really interested to see how they were going to do a Wanda and Vision series. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird, and it's probably the most different thing that Marvel has ever done. Is it the best thing they've done so far? No. And I don't mean that to be negative. I mean, and it's not, I'm not going to put it up there with Infinity War or anything like that just now. It's only 2 episodes in, but it is the most unique thing that they've done so far. It's really a head trip. If you were into the show Legion, it kind of feels like that, which is really different from Marvel, right? In fact, when I watched the first 15 minutes of episode 1, I got a little irritated. And that's because I was being impatient. And that's because I'm used to, again, 10 years of the MCU. I'm used to knowing what's going on. I'm used to the action, quite frankly, and just having like an exciting show. I have to remember that this is a series and not a movie. So the story's going to play out different. And that is something that I would suggest that you get used to and coming to watching this if you haven't watched it already. Understanding that they're going to take more time to set the story up. You're going to have to deal with slower moments than you normally would just going to the movies and checking out a film in the MCU, like going to see Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 1 or Avengers, Black Panther or whatever. Like the action kind of just gets started in these films because they're films. They only have 2 hours to tell the story. This is a series that's taking place over 10 episodes. It's going to be completely different. But once I got used to that, and once I got past that 15 minutes and took the show for what it was, I really appreciated it. The first 2 episodes are fascinating. They're also kind of funny, right? They're so the world that she's living in, whether it's in her mind or someone's doing this to her, we don't know. And I am talking about Wanda Maximoff right now, right? Scarlet Witch. It's taking place in like a sitcom world. And it seems to be taking place, from what I've seen from the trailers and what I've seen so far on the show, it seems to be taking place over the course of several decades. So you have like a kind of like I Love Lucy honeymooners type of episode for the first episode, and then you get into kind of like a 1960s, I don't even want to say early Brady Bunch, but like Bewitched kind of thing for the second episode, and then it seems to be going into more of like a 1970s era episode going into the third episode. Again, no spoilers in this one. That's just to give you just some expectations for this show. So when you check it out, don't go into it expecting the same action-packed MCU that you're used to. It's completely different, and I like this. The MCU was amazing. Big comic book nerd here. Love comic book movies. Anything to do with anything to do with fantasy, action, adventure, whatever, I'm down with it, okay? But you have to change the way you tell these stories. We saw that with The Watchmen. We saw that with a lot of the Fox properties as well. Legion, Logan, things like that, right? These are films and series I'm talking about. The way you approach these stories is going to be different. And Marvel has to adjust to that as well. So what I'm seeing from WandaVision is completely different than anything you've ever seen in the MCU. It will take some getting used to, but once you get past that and really get into the story, I really think they have something special here. And again, this is just my prediction. This is not a spoiler. Nothing in the episode showed me this so far. but I really feel like WandaVision is going to introduce mutants into the MCU. And I really feel like we're doing a kind of like hybrid, weird version of the House of M storyline, mixed in with some other stuff like Marvel normally does. It's so cool. I highly recommend it. The first 2 episodes are really cool. I can't wait to watch this with my wife, actually. I really am looking forward to watching this with my wife. I want to see what she thinks about this one. Later on today, we're going to check it out, watch it together. Maybe I'll do a spoiler review. Matter of fact, y'all let me know if you want me to do spoiler reviews. And of course, I'll be doing weekly episode reviews of the show. But if you want to get into spoiler reviews or whatever, let me know in the comments below. Again, I highly recommend WandaVision. If you don't have Disney Plus, hit up your cousin. They probably got a subscription. Get that password and check out the show. Until next time. Oh, and before I go, happy birthday, Pops. The Pops' birthday is coming up. By the time the show is up, it's going to be his birthday. So happy birthday, Pops. I love you, man. Enjoy your day. You enjoy yourselves. Continue to be great. Continue to stay fresh. Mind your mentals. And until next time, excuse me. Talk kind of fast. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up out of here.